Welcome to the 2023 KOA training tape number 3. I'm Todd Gooding, coordinator of football officials for Southern Michigan football. And our mantra has always been that we want to get the pre-snap fouls, we want to get the safety fouls, and everything else in between has to be big. This is one we'd consider big. We're going to focus on the safety near hash. Nice job getting a flag down. We have a correct call for targeting, but this one checks all the boxes. Taking aim, forcible contact above the head and shoulder neck area. Runner's defenseless. Forcible contact above the head and neck area. We get a foul for targeting, but this is one we'd support a disqualification. Anytime we have a DQ, we want to get together with our crewmates and see if everyone's on board or has something to offer. But again, this one's clearly a correct call for targeting. This was not ruled a DQ, but this is one of those big ones that we definitely would support an ejection. Looking at legal formation, punt plays. A lot of times players on special teams don't start on offense or defense, or maybe they're underclassmen, so they have a trouble getting lined up. Our tackles are probably in the warn zone, but this outside gunner, he's clearly off the line, and that gives us 5 in the backfield. We get a flag down correctly, but we want to get 2 flags. Both line of scrimmage officials should be on the same page and cognizant of what formations we have. Correct call, flag down, but we want to have 2 flags down on this play, on any illegal formation. Again, similar type play, punt play once again, possibly underclassmen, possibly players that don't play quite as much. Very identical play to what we just seen. 4 are definitely off. And we got this H back clearly off the line. We do a nice job by our line judge here getting the flag down. Points of emphasis been our formations in the weekly bulletins. Again, here we should have a foul. We should have a flag down from our head linesman as well. Couple mechanic plays. Similar plays. Back judge, we want to start pretty much shadowing, mirroring the quarterback or the ball. So we should be closer to this goal line here. We want to be in the center of the end line. Remember in high school mechanics, anytime we snap inside the 15, line of scrimmage are going to work forward. Any other run play, we're going to be 5 to 7 yards trailing the play. So this is one of the 2 very difficult scenarios for line of scrimmage. So we're snapping at about the 12. We're going to have a play at the pylon. We need to be there. Here we go. We're snapping at the 12. We need to be there to rule on the pylon. We should be already at the snap, starting to go forward, work even or ahead with the ball. Couple things here in our pregame walkthrough. We should be having these number pylons probably in this field as far back as the track, but definitely inside the 20s. We want to work deeper. Camera and personnel have to be much deeper and off that. They're not the ones paid for their judgment to rule on the touchdown. So we need to be there where that X is for line of scrimmage to rule on this play correctly, because we can't truly rule on it unless we're goal line extended. Ironically, same game, same type play, similar scenario. Again, we should be working even or ahead. Again, pylons back, goal line markers back. And pylons, I mean the number pylons or the goal pylon, not the actual orange pylon. Again, tight play, goal line. We need to be there to rule on it. Okay, we've seen a few of these this season already. So it's good news that apparently some of our officials are watching these training tapes. Again, knee down. Our options are not a pass. Okay, we got to come off the knee to throw it, a pass, forward or backwards, or run it. We can go up and catch a bad snap. We can bring it down and the kicker can kick the ball. But any kind of flip, this isn't Saturdays. NCAA can do this, but high school, we got to come off our knee. So we've missed some of these. Clearly, this referee is here to help us get back on track. Nice job. We're going to look at a couple of legal block in the backs. We're going to focus right here. We want to see these plays start to finish. You can see them go sideways. Hands are up high. This is one start to finish. We get a little bit better look. This is one we might want to pass on here. This is a legal block in the back. Marker down, but I think we can hang on to this one. Let's make sure we see these plays start to finish. Again, the kicking game's very difficult to officiate, so make sure we're 100%. These are not safety fouls. These are 10-yard penalties. Similar type play, punt game. Another illegal block in the back. We're going to focus on the players coming back to block. They're out of phase. Clearly, those are the ones that we have to have our antennas up on. These are the ones where we see the targetings, the blind side blocks. In this case, an illegal block in the back. We do a nice job boxing this in from our line judge and back judge. Get a nice dart here from our back judge. Now what we want to do here is after the play, we want to finish the play. Then after the play, let's get together. We want to get our flags together if we have the same foul. We want to be communicating. And with our O2Os is a great tool we have. We need to put them to use. So you can report what you have your mic open so the rest of your crewmates can hear what you're saying, so we can get the process going of penalty enforcement. Otherwise, you have three officials not knowing exactly what you have or what's going on. So if you want to be crisp and look sharp as a team and have good game flow, the key to any good relationship is communication. And we want to get on those O2Os and start the process of penalty enforcement. We got a grounding play here. Snaps from the 33. Are we outside the free blocking zone? Are we under duress? Does the pass get to the line of scrimmage? Does the contact from the defender have an effect on the pass? In this case, I don't think it has enough contact on the quarterback. So we have the ball not getting to the line of scrimmage. We have intentional grounding. So we need our head linesman to come confident. Now, if we have a player in the area, we want our line of scrimmage to point towards that receiver. That's going to tell our referee that we're good. In this case, the head linesman goes to the referee, and we need to be more confident. Verbal, ball does not get to the line of scrimmage. Then the referee decides if he has them under duress, if there's contact on the quarterback, and then they both got to decide, or the referee can help if he has a receiver in the area, because the line of scrimmage does not have receiver in the area on this play, as he didn't point to the receiver after the play. So intentional groundings are crew plays, they're crew calls. We got to work together on these. Another intentional grounding play. These are the tough ones, bad snap. Just remember, as referees, we have end line and goal line responsibilities. We then need to decide which line is the most important. In this case, it's the goal line. So we want to be straddling where that X is, because we're going to have one of two things here. We either have progress and we have a safety, we don't get a flag down, but what this crew does is they get together, not seen on video. So we could have progress and a safety. We can't have a fumble here. So we'd have progress and a safety, but the crew rules and gets together after the play and has an intentional grounding. And at the end of the day, it's about getting it right. So well done. We're going to look at a couple holding plays. This one, we have a hold on the right tight end. We have some restriction. Is it at the point of attack? Yes. Does it create an advantage? No. Is there a restriction? Does he take something away from the defender? No. There's really no effect on this play. This is one that we want to stay off of. They make the tackle right at the spot. So these are situations where we want to just keep air in our belly just a little bit longer. Let our mind process what our eyes just seen. Hopefully maybe our referee can come help with this. And at the end of the play, and then also maybe if we get deeper, if we work this way, you know, if we get in the backfield and widen our angle, that improves our play calling percentage. So we want to work behind these plays, and that'll widen our angle and it'll improve our play calling percentage on these. And then maybe we don't have the same flag down. Another holding play. Right tackle 55. At the point of attack, does he take something away? Clearly, this is a takedown. There's various categories for an offensive hold. This one's considered a takedown. We'll call this one anywhere on the field, but it is at the point of attack. Creates an advantage as a quarterback gets out of the pocket, takes something away from the defender, and probably something more than something. So, nice job by the referee. Remember, these holds go from the previous spot now. In the past, they used to be, if they were behind the line of scrimmage, they were marked off from there. So good job. Holding calls, we got to get right. They're drive killers if we miss. Another look here. Nice thing with these end zone cameras. Sometimes these really give us a good look at these. Takedown. Marker. Well done by the referee. Face mask foul. We're going to focus on number 12. And we get a slight twitch of the runner. Okay, this is not blatant. This is not flagrant. This is not a grab, a turn, or a twist. This does not support the 15-yard variety of a personal foul face mask. This is football. There's going to be some contact to the face mask. Okay, this is a nice job here of passing on this. There's just a slight twitch, and it certainly doesn't meet the criteria of a 15-yard foul. So this is a good pass by the crew. Going to look at a couple unnecessary roughness. We're going to focus on the safety. Again, near hash. We get a foul down here for U and R. And this is one that it's right on the threshold, but if we watch, the safety's going to keep driving his feet, makes a good form tackle, tackles low at the waist, continues to drive his feet all in one motion. Okay, this is just short of a second act. There is not a second act on this. I think we're good here if we just let this play on, have a talk to. Again, a lot of this will be dictated by how the game has went up to this point. Game management, situational awareness, but I think this is one on an even playing field. On a normal day, I think we can pass on. Nice defender, just drives through it and finishes it. If we do throw a marker, we want to throw the flag, kill the clock, and then get to the referee. The biggest thing that we talk about amongst officials and coaches, and then shrinking that gray area of communication, is consistency. So here's two plays, same game. Nice job nice view because we have a nice end zone camera angle. Okay, we want to work deeper on this line of scrimmage. Again, get behind these plays, widen our angle so we can get a good wide angle at ruling on these. And it's going to help improve our play calling percentage. Okay, this contact starts inbounds. We get a flag down, and it's possibly because we're just too close to the play. But the runner stops on the green inbounds. So this contact starts inbounds. Then we want to finish. We want to stay with the play because we got a white jersey and a blue bench. Okay. So this is one. I think we want to hang on to the marker. Ironically, again, same game, similar situation. And it's not 5. Okay, we're not going to focus on him. There's going to be some contact near the sideline, and I believe this is deemed legal, but it's going to be our second defender in what we're going to focus on here. There's a bobble from the running back, which makes it even more in play, but we're clearly in the white when we have the second contact right here. So this is a situation that I think it's safe to say we get caught worrying about where he's out of bounds, whether it's the 37 or 38. Really, a yard does not matter at this point. We need to focus our attention on the contact. And I think in this case, we can look at the bill of the cap of the official and we're looking down or a little bit forward, and we'd be more self-served if we're not worried about where he goes out of bounds. Widen our angle and see the contact. Clearly, we're deep in the white. Then, again, we got white and a blue bench. There's no issues here on this play, but we need to turn our back to the field and focus on the bench area. If we need to throw a beanbag down, great. If we get cross-field help from other line of scrimmage official, great. Okay, but the last thing that matters is if we're off by a yard or two on a late hit out of bounds foul. So a play to learn from. Again, the name of the game that we're all looking for is consistency. And this is just going to make your crew look that much sharper if you're consistent, start to finish, both sides of the ball, sideline to sideline. We got 2 more plays here. This is a stop and go route, and this is where you're going to see these the most. We got a stop and a go, and the defender bites. Okay, this isn't the NFL. We don't have illegal contact. Ball's in the air, as you can see. we should have a defensive pass interference. This is a back judge's call. Headlines can help with this once he comes off his threat of the tackle. So the headlines is going to have that 15 on the white on the edge. And then once that is not a threat, we need to help the back judge here make this call. And he should be able to help pick this up. So this is a call we want to get. This is defensive pass interference, ball in the air. And then know your enforcement. So we're snapping from the 20. Remember, this would be half the distance. So we should have 1st and 10 at the 10, or I'm sorry, 1st and goal at the 10. Last play for week 3 training tape. As we move inside the 20, that's where pick routes are more possible of happening. Trying to create space on offense. We got twins. We got twins to the top side, and we're going to focus on that outside receiver. Okay, it's close, but we officiate this game in live speed. So this is a bang bang. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes you see the whole play start to finish. But this is a nice job staying off these. We want to stay off of these OPI type plays that are bang bang. Well, that wraps up training tape number 3. I want to thank the coaches for their continued video support, the crew chiefs and referees for submitting plays each week, and their transparency and sharing their plays that we can all use to help get better and learn from. I want to thank Skylar Freeman helping out with the editing for the training tapes. And let's get ready and use these plays and get ready to have a great week 4 this Friday night. Take the field with courage and poise and confidence. Hustle on the field. Let's have good, crisp ball mechanics. Let's have thorough, crew-involved pre-games leading up to our games, whether they're on Zoom or you're meeting at the stadium or both. And let's get ready and have a great week 4. Best of luck and stay healthy.